Hey folks. Well, we made it through the night. Them silly boys, they cackled about all night long, I believe. I think they might have slept for 2 hours maybe. But they down there in the woods building them some shelters. I'm cooking me a hot dog. I'm hungry.
We're joined now by Lori Garrett.
One of them wanted grits, so I got some water on for that. And I reckon that's about it for now.
Thank you. President Obama committed $750 million, 3,000 U.S. military personnel.
It's a good night. Nice and cool.
What will they do?
I think it was supposed to go down to like 62.
A great deal more money and either more or less military personnel.
But I did bring
need surveillance.
I did bring the wrong sleeping bag for it though. I brought my mummy bag, and it's a 0 degree bag. I ended up, I was sweating one time, so I had to get rid of that thing and just sleep in my hammock without anything. But I survived. Well,
This outbreak is surprised even you.
I would never have imagined an Ebola epidemic going at this pace because all the prior epidemics, some 20 outbreaks since 1976, have occurred in isolated rural
Jaden, he wants to do some fishing. Poor kid. I had to teach him how to use a fishing rod yesterday. He'd never been fishing. He said he did, but it was obvious that he hadn't. He didn't know how to cast. I thought it was sad, you know. 13 years old and never been fishing. But like I was talking about last night, you know, he don't have anybody to take him fishing.
That had been through two of the most brutal civil wars in modern history. Civil wars, clan against clan, village against village, so that as this began to unfold, it unfolded in an atmosphere of...
I wish my hot dog would hurry up and get done.
To give us the worst Ebola epidemic in history.
I could have ate it cold,
Lori, what about those people
but I don't like cold hot dogs. I don't like raw hot dogs.
Serious voices saying that sort of thing anymore. This week, the Security Council convened and voted on a resolution related to the Ebola epidemic. It was co-signed by 130 other nations, making it the most...
Listen to the news, they're talking about the Ebola thing. I heard one time where they said before they got this thing under control that it was going to kill 500,000 people, estimated 500,000 people.
Help us begin to grasp the consequences. What happens if it can't be contained?
Within the next 6 months.
Scott, is my biggest
That's a lot of folks.
that we're coming very late to the game. Even the U.S. military, which is the fastest mobilizing operation I know of, tells me directly in my meeting with the Joint Chiefs of Staff that it's going to take 50 to 100 days.
And they're sending a bunch of our troops over there.
We're so far behind the virus.
No.
I'm quite fearful that we won't catch up. And what are the consequences of that?
I think that's a big mistake.
And this is considered a conservative guesstimate. Say these three countries have a
But
cumulative 15,000
guess it don't matter what I think, though, does it?
It was announced, it's doubling every 15 to 21 days. So that means by the end of September...
I gotta flip my weenie.
by the end of October, 120,000, and by the time we all gather around our Christmas trees, it'll be over 400,000.
Lori Garrett is the Senior Fellow at the Global Health Council. important lessons. Thank you so much.
Thanks,
Oh
Bill.
man, I think my battery's dead on my.
A man known around
You
here
see
as
it?
the host whisperer died. David Gendo was 74. He was a slightly chubby man from Newfoundland with a sly smile
Just
and a
about.
voice. I wanted nothing to do with it. David was a consultant brought in to work with NPR hosts and reporters on writing and delivery. People who make their living on the air often distrust.
I wanted to bring the canoe,
They've been brought in by
but
executives who usually never recorded more than a
these
voicemail
boys,
and want all hosts to sound the same.
I was
David put actual programs
kind
on
of scared to do that.
5-year career there and worked
These
for
boys,
the
they're pretty hyper.
But he didn't try to impress with his
I
experience.
may take it on the
David
next
said,
trip,
"Let's just talk."
but
We came to learn that's how we saw the craft of broadcast. Don't announce,
especially Jaden.
talk.
My
Don't
goodness,
act,
that kid.
be yourself. Very hard thing, eh?
That's the most
Say,
hyper kid
be
I've ever
yourself
seen.
in front of all those people. But if you can be yourself, you'll sound like no one else. People
Well, all those coyotes was cutting up last night. They got scared. And I done. Believe me, those coyotes are more scared of y'all
Over the
than
years, I found David
y'all are
Cameron's
of it.
advice as valuable as George Orwell, which had a lot in common. Be clear in conversation. Don't put long, multi-title, hyphenated prefaces before names. Would you ask a friend? Asked David. Have you seen the new movie by actor, producer, and 5-time Academy Award nominee Brad
I didn't
Pitt?
sleep but a
Probably
couple
say,
of hours
"You've seen the
myself.
Brad Pitt movie." Don't say composer.
Man, it sure was nice.
Philip Glass has written a new opera.
It
Give
was
people credit, David said,
peaceful.
with a wry half smile. After all, they listen to you, don't they? Avoid dependent clauses, he advised, so people don't have to.
I got to take those boys
when a
home
cat tries to catch
this
up at the end
afternoon.
of the string. Try to avoid words that end in ing. All those extra letters that sound slow. Say, the Dodgers play tonight, not are.
I don't hear them anymore either.
Say, rain or snow, not precipitation. Avoid corporate and technical.
Hey, I tell you what, I'm gonna get off of here because I'm gonna take these boys hiking whenever I get through eating, and we'll get back with y'all on the trail. Later, folks.